Today I'm going to a Japanese convenience store and we're gonna find out how good their food is. And trust me, it's better than you think. To have the best dinner of my life, I came to 7-Eleven, one of the biggest convenience store chains in Japan, and they're supposed to have all kinds of amazing food.
Let me get myself a basket.
Okay, so what do they have in Japanese convenience stores? Well, they sell pretty much everything that you need in everyday lives except for friends and family. I think you get those from vending machines. More than anything, they're known for their amazing food. And a lot of these bento boxes were only $4 to $5. I don't know what you think, but I think that's a very reasonable price, especially considering how good these look. There are some dorky items like the pink antlers, or ginger, some sliced octopus teacher that's supposed to be very intelligent, but somehow tragically ended up in 7-Eleven for a few dollars. I guess they're not that smart after all. And as expected, they got a ton of alcohol as well. I was kinda surprised to find Korean soju here. It's honestly kinda overrated, but maybe Japanese people taste K-drama in this. I also thought these sake bottles were kinda neat. They make sake look so harmless, like some strawberry jam. Check out this tiny bottle of sake. You can drink this to activate the ultimate ability of a drunk Asian man called domestic violence. I don't have that ability though. I'm more of a healer than a warrior, you know? Alright, let me stop fooling around and actually pick up some food for dinner. I gotta say, there's one thing that makes Japanese convenience stores special, and that is the range of options for good food.
No way. They have Korean kimbap as well. Go Korea.
The sandwich looks pretty good, but if I want sandwich, my mom can make that. Might as well get things that are more Japanese while I can. I feel like I really must try this microwavable ramen. It was 650 yen, which is like $5. It's kinda expensive for me if you ask me, but I heard really great things about the convenience store ramen. I'd like some rice to go with the ramen, so I think I'm gonna pick up this mozu katsudon.
They got all these healthy options here too. Not that I'm gonna get them today. They're surprisingly affordable. Some Japanese mama spaghetti. Another time maybe. I'm gonna get this 130 gram UFO cup noodle. You know what? It only seems right that I get at least one onigiri.
A true man always gets his desserts. How about I get this 7-Eleven cream puff?
Oh wait, I love Japanese pudding. That would make a fantastic dessert. That's like $1.50. I'm sold.
I kept seeing these tubes at convenience stores. These things are actually jelly that come in a tube. Let's get that protein jelly.
I feel like everything here is generally cheaper than Korea, which I really like. I like how all these snacks have anime characters.
I'm not really a snack kind of guy, but I feel like their snacks are a little behind. It's just my personal opinion, but I feel like a lot of them are just kind of gimmicky.
The packaging design is kind of all over the place, but it's kind of adorable, right? So they have this hot drink section where they kind of warm up the drink for you. Wouldn't mind some of that good healthy tea.
They also have hot food section at the register, so I decided to get this pork bun as well. So the amount of food that I got is enough to last more than a day for most people, and the total came out to be only $20 US. That's not bad at all. Unlike Korea, the worker will heat up your bento box and the ramen for you, which is really nice. Well, I'm homeless in Japan, but thank God there's an eating area with dividers in a lot of these convenience stores. So you can eat the food like you're at a restaurant.
Well, I gotta say, that is quite a lot of food. Well, for me, it's just another day at work. So I want to start with these hot foods, the ramen and the rice bowl. So I'm very curious about this ramen.
I was wondering where the soup for the ramen was. Well, the soup was actually beneath the noodles, separated so that it doesn't get soaked and bloated. It smelled really good, so I had a good feeling about it.
I'm gonna have to take the pork first. Pretty good, lean meat. It doesn't smell funny or anything.
Okay, let's try the noodles then.
Now this is obviously not the best ramen that I've had in life, but it's legitimate ramen.
Can I tell you guys my honest opinion? I wouldn't say this ramen's enough to be served at a ramen restaurant, but could easily blend in as in like a side dish at a sushi restaurant. And I wouldn't suspect that this is an instant noodle. I might even think it's pretty good.
Even the ramen soup, that's really good. I finished it. Now I want to see how that compares to this UFO cup noodle. I've only seen this before, I've never tried it.
Let's get some boiling hot water. I like how they have holes on the lid. That's for draining the water after noodles get cooked. There's something about instant noodles that really excites me. Like, I know it can't be that good, but a few minutes that take to cook the instant noodles, it feels like an eternity. Am I crazy or do you guys feel the same?
This is 245 yen, a little below $2.
Okay, it's affordable, I get it, but how good is it?
Extremely savory. It's not too salty though. I can taste like soy sauce, oyster sauce. Pretty Asian tasting stuff.
The name UFO sounds funny, but it was a solid noodle. So what do we have next?
Have you guys forgot?
That's my katsudon. It's kinda hard to believe that I got this at a convenience store. It just looks really good.
And if you lift this part up, they have a layer of white rice. Really thoughtful design. And this one also tastes legitimately good. So the tonkatsu that's in there, it doesn't feel extremely fresh, but there's a good amount of pork in there. You know, sometimes when you get affordable deep fried food, when you actually take a bite, you realize that it's half empty. This isn't like that. I really like it. Pork bun, I could have that as my nickname. Not overly impressed with this.
Don't get me wrong, it's very juicy, just like the ones that I carry, just not as good. And now for one of the most iconic foods at the convenience store, onigiri.
Wow.
The dried seaweed was super crispy, and it wasn't like 99% rice like in Korea. They actually have tuna in tuna onigiri, wow.
Way better than I thought, honestly. Alright, I'm thirsty now. Let me drink some of that tokucha. Tastes like one of those teas from sushi restaurants. Allow me to have this cream puff. Wow, that's a big boy cream puff. You see guys, this cream puff and I were like the same. It looks really nice on the outside. Once you look inside, it's hollow. You try putting them in your mouth, and little by little, you start to love it more and more. But all jokes aside, pretty good cream puff.
This is underrated just like me.
Don't forget, we got this 7-Eleven pudding.
It was like insanely sweet, almost too sweet that I kinda didn't like it. But I can see how a lot of people would probably like it.
I almost forgot. There's this protein jelly. Sometimes I don't want to eat protein, but they demand protein. Oh, by the way, my biceps, they them pronoun, okay?
I'm trying hard to like it because it's protein, but I don't think I can.
It's like filled with sugar water, and then there's the jelly, and the jelly's like ground into like small pieces. It's just not the most pleasant thing that I've had. Oh, hope you guys didn't forget.
Check out this meat-flavored pretzel sticks.
This is kind of skinny. These are almost like spaghetti noodles. It certainly has that smoky bacon flavor.
But is it worth getting? I don't think so. Overall, I feel like the foods in Japanese convenience stores are really good and definitely worth more than what you pay for. No, it's not as good as Japanese restaurants, but considering how affordable they are, I think it's a very valid meal option if you're in Japan. Thank you guys so much for watching. And before you guys go, I feel like you guys need to watch another video of mine. Satisfaction's guaranteed.